Right, it's 10 past 10. What time do you usually play golf until in the UK?
I don't really play in the UK.
We're about to go out on the Wee Links, which is just in the shadow of the glorious Turnberry Hotel. Why not? I mean, it's still light outside, it's going to be for the next hour or so that's another bonus coming up here for some golf. Hey guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. As you can see behind me, I'm at Turnberry in Scotland. Now this is one of my favourite resorts in all of golf. As you can also see, we got seriously lucky with the weather. The boys were up at International Golf Links Scotland at Aberdeen yesterday. I've joined them here today, show you guys around the Ailsa Course, which will be the subject of today's video. I'm going to talk about the changes that they made to the course, which weren't overly popular when the notion of them first was suggested, but I think everyone's kind of been proven wrong. They've gone down seriously well. Everyone loves the course as it is. I've not seen it in its current state. I've been here twice and played it before, though before the changes. So really looking forward to seeing the Ailsa Course. Tomorrow we've got another round in King Robert the Bruce course, so we'll cover more of that in another video. Show you guys around this amazing hotel, this amazing resort, and I cannot wait to get down to that golf course. I'm going to go and find the boys down at the clubhouse. Plus point number one, notice straight off the bat, I've only been here for about 20 minutes. I've already had a shuttle to and from my room, show you more of that later. And now, after a bit of filming, got a shuttle to take me down to the golf course. All very convenient, all part of that 5-star service.
How you doing? You alright?
Thank you. Ailsa Course, here we come. There he goes, and as you can see, get a full view of the hotel from down here, perched up on top of the hill. That is the main 5-star hotel up there. Loads of lodges, lots of different convenient accommodation options. I'm absolutely starving. It's a very early start this morning, so I'm going to go and find the boys. Hopefully, I think they're knocking around the clubhouse somewhere. Can I grab some lunch, and then we'll turn off in the Ailsa later on this afternoon. We'll talk more about that in a bit. the first tee on the Ailsa. So I was saying before that the changes that proposed to the Ailsa didn't go down too well, and I think that's only because Turnberry was such a loved golf course before that. So a lot of people were thinking, oh no, don't mess with it, you might ruin it, that kind of thing. Having spoken to lots of people who have come and stayed here via Your Golf Travel, people who I know who come and work here on the odd occasion, everyone has absolutely raved about what's happened on the course, not just the subtle changes, which I reckon I probably won't even notice, but the real signature area of the course around that lighthouse, all the changes they've made there. Apparently it's just gone from epic to like uber epic, and I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I'm on the first tee now, so let me go lose some golf balls and I'll get back to you.
Cut off the left bunker, Matt.
Yeah.
Much better play for you. Football match on, Brad. Don't worry about it.
Football's on, bro.
Yeah.
Football!
He's the one who's bloody been nervous for the last 4 days guessing clubs.
Rare treat for us today, walking the course.
Lovely, isn't it?
While the big time Charlie's over there zooming off in the buggy, leaving us behind. But yeah, first impressions so far on the Ailsa, as I suspected, because I know they haven't done a huge amount to change these opening holes. It's very much as I remember. It's pretty brilliant. Different to how it's played since the last couple of times I've been here when I come down in like October to take advantage of low season rates. This, as you can see, middle of summer, course is nice and dry, fast, firm, the way it's supposed to be, the way you would have seen it when the Open's been here. First impressions, Dan?
What, of my Snickers?
Of your Snickers. How are the Snickers up here at Turnberry?
Snickers are lovely at Turnberry, yeah.
And you've not been to the Turnberry, or obviously not played the Ailsa course before.
And
no, we're fourth hole.
This is lovely, isn't it?
You just wait, Dan, you just wait.
It's pretty dry.
Yeah, but that's
the
kind
sun's
of...
been baking it.
That's good though, isn't it?
That's good for me.
Yeah, definitely for you and your Scott.
I can run it lovely.
Yeah. Right, reached the 5th green here at Turnberry, absolute stunner of a hole. And as you can see, key part of any proper links course is these massive sweeping humps and bumps, greens like an upturned saucer, massive pot bunkers. I'll kind of show you the view of what it might look like to actually be in one of these things. So we're like 25 yards short, the front is green, pins at the back, and yeah, that's what you're looking at if you're in there. So stay out of pot bunkers off the tee, and definitely around the greens is key.
I've landed and run on, Dan's long, and then Rory's hit the career. I reckon he was up that slope and it just
Lovely shot.
rolled right in.
Don't be surprised if this pops back like that.
He's going for crazy because he's got no shots, so basically massive slope. The slope Rory's come down. I love a bit of Rory Bants.
So another reason I'm so keen to see these holes is because at the time of playing this, last time I played it, which must have been, I don't know, 3 years ago, maybe a bit more, this was my favourite golf course in the world. Must have been four years ago actually. And in that time I've gone and found a new one in South Africa called Pinnacle Point, and also the European club in County Wicklow, which I played for a second time last year, I believe. Maybe it was this year actually. Snuck above this one again. So from the things I've heard about these upcoming holes, I reckon Turnberry's got a chance of sneaking that number 2 spot again, maybe even number 1. So yeah, just desperate to see these iconic 9, 10, 11. I know 9's been turned into a beast par 3. 10's been turned into a par 5, which I can totally imagine. It was a great par 4, and then 11 I think has just been made more spectacular. So yeah, nearly there. There's the Ailsa Course. There's the Turnberry Lighthouse, which these days you can stay in for a lot of money per night. But what a place that will be if you're going to come play this golf course. Have a night over. Stay in that lighthouse, yes please. Hopefully it's still a halfway house too, because I need a drink.
Oh, flagging it again.
Yeah, it should go in,
On
that.
it,
That should go in. Probably not.
It's left as well. Right, here we go people. This, no matter what they do to the course, is always going to be the Ailsa's strong point. Location here is just a joke. Even if this was a rubbish golf course, you'd still get a lot of people wanting to come and play. But it just happens to be one of the best in the world as well. And yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Walking up now, we're going right to the back tee, which isn't the most sensible idea for me, 'cause it's like a 245 yard par 3. But yeah.
Can I get a selfie with us all on this one?
Grandad wants a selfie. Jeez.
Don't you cut them down.
Right.
Bit of grass and
Absolute delight.
Wow. Forced carry to the green about there. Iconic lighthouse. I can smell the barbecue from here. Got Grandad doing a selfie, and I'll turn this off now. So previously on the 9th here, you won't see it really, but there's a monument and a stone out there, and this used to be a par 4, basically straight down, with a bit of hog's back fairway. So you could have called it unfairly, you could hit one down the middle and you might run off into the rough on either side, but now as you can see, the back tee, sorry, is here. Forward tee is where I'm standing now, par 3 straight down here, making way more use of the spectacular location of this. So complete and utter transformation here on the 9th. It's a different golf hole entirely, and like I said, the 9th, despite the location and the iconic lighthouse being there, it was always one of the ones we kind of think, it's a par 4, there's nothing wrong with it, but it certainly wasn't taking advantage of the terrain the way that par 3 does. Alright, so as well as this being probably the best one of those on the planet, you can, like I said, also stay in this bad boy overnight. I won't have a little peek in there because I don't know if anyone's actually checked in or not. It's a bit rude of me to stick the camera in there, but just walking around here, check this out. What a place to stop 10-15 minutes after 9, have a drink, bit of food before carrying on straight down there. That's the 10th hole. Let's go and check it out now. Matt, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You've played this course before and post changes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what they've done? Because a lot of people, when that idea was originally bandied around, were a bit up in arms and how dare you might ruin it, etc, etc. But what are your thoughts on the course after the changes? Well, not the course, but this stretch in particular.
It is rare that people don't moan when there's changes, isn't it?
Yeah, because they just want to keep the status quo and they don't like change.
Probably one exception, I reckon.
Yeah.
Before was like, wow.
But that was more like
when I was starting to be with you guys and stuff as well, so I hadn't really experienced lots of great courses.
That's where Izzy Even Pro was born.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, and it was amazing, and it is better now.
And it was more like location was spectacular. The holes were fine, there was nothing wrong with them, but now they're like blow your socks off, amazing.
Everything, like 9, 10 around in the bay here, like awesome.
I've not even seen 10 and 11 yet, so let's go and hack it up around them. Right, so the old 10th tee used to be much further up that hill where some of the more forward tees are. We've just hit our tee shots from just here, and if I spin around you're seeing what we're not going over, but we're kind of hugging that portion. Completely different hole, especially from this back tee. Wouldn't advise most people play from there, but we're doing it for the videos. As I said on countless other videos, I wouldn't be doing it. If I was here with mates, I'd be back up towards where the old 10th tee was. And this, I believe, I know a bit about the changes here. This used to be a par 4 sweeping around the base, now par 5. And basically what they've done is they've moved the green back and left much further out towards the water to make it A bit more spectacular, and B, a bit more of a challenge when you get within your approach. So I think I've hit a good tee shot, but we're kind of guessing because it's a blind one from that black tee. So we'll get up to that fairway and see what's going on. Right, down in the fairway now, and this is an absolute beast off that black tee. I mean, I've just hit 7-iron down towards this bunker which cuts across the middle. It's 235 from where I was. Carry that bunker. I've only just really made the fairway. Me and Mark both must have been bouncing up in this semi-rough and rolling down to about here. So yeah, don't play off the back tees if you're coming. That was not a tee for us. But yeah, as you can see in the distance, that green looks like it's literally on the edge of the earth. And just like the rest, the panoramic views back to the lighthouse. This, it is ridiculous, this golf course. So yeah, unless I'm mistaken, the old green used to be much more over there, shorter and a bit further out. They've moved it all the way up into this corner for obvious reasons. This is just spectacular. I think actually, despite the fact that it's not a total transformation like the last hole, I actually prefer what they've done with this. This is a properly gorgeous par 5 now. Yeah, I can't really say much more about this place, so I'll turn this off and move on. Right, so we think the old 11th tee was further over there, and this young man in the buggy there, I think he thinned his tee shot into this gorse actually, with the old green, if I'm not mistaken, being more over that direction. And so like the 10th, they've moved the 11th green left and a bit further out. This is now just spectacular. Again, taking much better advantage of the natural setting to make what was a stunning golf course even more so. Yeah, I kind of knew what to expect when it came to these 3 holes. I'd obviously read about it. I actually think I wrote an article about it years ago when they first did it. and have not been disappointed at all. Yeah, I said it on the last screen. I keep going on and on saying how amazing it is, and it almost sounds stupid and a bit put on, but there's nothing more you can really say about these holes other than just laying on the platitudes pretty thick, especially on a day like today. We've been blessed with the weather, just like we were in Ireland. I think Dan might be our lucky charm, you know, when it comes to weather. Might have to keep him sticking around. Right, coming into the final stretch here on the Ailsa, and this is where, and of course leading to the clubhouse, and this is where the open history of the of Turnberry really starts to come to the forefront. Of course, this is the business end of any tournament, and then you've got the 18th, which just has such a famous history, what with the Duel in the Sun in '77, I think, with Nicklaus and Watson. Watson hit that incredible 7-iron, pretty stiff. And there's a plaque in the 18th fairway, which I'll show you in a bit, from where you hit that shot, which we had a go at a few years back actually, which was really good fun. I'm sure lots of people, unless you're holding someone up behind you, will probably drop balls down and do the same. And then of course the clubhouse, which is jam-packed full of open memorabilia, replica claret jug, lots of pictures of Nick Price, Greg Norman, and then of course Stuart Sink, who pipped Tom Watson at the age of 59. I think that was in 2009. That was, no offence Stuart, but that was a real shame. Everyone wanted to see Tom doing that. Probably Stuart wanted to see Tom doing that himself as well, at least a little bit. But yeah, what an incredible moment. Watson nearly winning the Open Championship at the age of nearly 60. That is bonkers, but they do like to say on TV, links is a great leveller. I kind of get what they mean. These courses aren't about bombing it, gripping it and ripping it. There's a lot of punishment, as you can see on this side of the hole, gorse o'clock. So it is much more about placement, and then obviously quality play around the greens, avoiding pot bunkers, etc, etc. But anyway, I'll show you that plaque when we get to the 18th, and of course I'll show you guys around the clubhouse too, and then got a bit of a football match to watch. This video will go up after that football match, so either congratulations or commiserations to England. Don't know which one. Let's go find out. Daniel.
Hello.
How's it going?
It is
We
going
won't,
lovely.
no spoilers. I'm still going up the hole that we're on.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the Ailsa course now that you've made your way around most of it safely?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like when I've watched the Open here and then to actually live it, to come and play it.
So do you remember holes having watched the Open?
Not only out where we were out by the
lighthouse.
Yeah, the lighthouse area. I remember a few of those holes.
More the iconicness of
Yes.
the course rather than the layout.
And then I remember Tom Watson playing 18.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't remember the Sun one, that match between Nicklaus and Watson. Obviously, I wasn't around for that, but yeah. But no, it's just fantastic, isn't it? It's just not let itself down at all. It's beautiful.
Lived up to expectations.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Right, Dan.
Right, here we go.
Finish the day in style. We're going to have a little nearest the pin from the old Tom Watson plaque.
Okay.
18th, and you can see a bit of a divot graveyard there. I think other people will have the same idea. Not much zoom on this camera, so we're going to have to be just commentating for each other.
What happens when we get up there?
So
Nearest,
Tom
so
Watson
nearest the pin, yeah?
stiffs it in 1977 to win it against Jack Nicklaus, nearest the pin.
7 irons.
And we have to hit 7, so same club as he hit.
Big 7 iron for me.
Yeah. Trying to draw it.
Draw it, hold that.
That's a good shot. Middle of the green. Not 2 feet, but
No.
definitely good enough to beat me.
You'll be alright, Rory.
Right. Did you place?
I placed it just there. You see my divot? Okay.
Right. One shot to win the Open. Should we bet a beer on this?
Let's put a beer on it.
Okay, lovely.
Make sure you get it there. It's a long way.
Just don't shank it, Ross, come on.
No.
That would just be tragic.
Get it on there.
Oh,
Oh, he flushed it.
Be up. No!
Oh, get up. Yes! Oh, that's closer.
That might be a measure.
That is closer.
Well, it's short though, isn't it? You're pin-eyed.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
let's go and have a little look.
Let's have a little look.
Right, we're probably going to have to pace this. I'm going to do actual pacing rather than...
I think you've got it. I think it's all you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and a half. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and a lot. That is a beer you owe me, son.
Done. You. Well done, mate.
Thank you for the
Very
game.
enjoyable.
What a
Very
golf
good.
course. Let's get in there and watch the football.
Let's do that.
That is a very good question. I think Pinnacle Point in South Africa is still my favourite golf course. That was part of a very special holiday which probably comes into play as well. But I guess the idea of ranking golf courses is a bit silly really, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, is completely subjective. But I am lucky to have played golf in over 20 countries at this stage, played hundreds of golf courses. Lots of which have been, you know, proper premium, let's say. And yeah, Ailsa is definitely, I'm going to give it joint second with the European club in Wicklow. So yeah, to get into my top 3, I think you've got to be pretty damn good. They've definitely improved the course, the Ailsa course, from what it used to be, and it was already a pretty special place to play golf. So yeah, definitely check the Ailsa course out if you love your links golf. Part of a very special resort up there at Turnberry. There'll be more action coming to you from Turnberry from King Robert the Bruce on my next video. So yeah, if you like the look of the Ailsa, give it a thumbs up. Pop some comments in the comment section if you have any questions. And yeah, subscribe to the Your Golf Travel channel if you haven't already. And yeah, see you guys soon.